With Sonic Movie 3 releasing in about 13 months, and the confirmation that Jakks Pacific will be returning to make these figures, I thought it would be the right time to bring back figure concept videos. Now, if you don't know what a figure concept video is, let me explain. Basically, I draw what I think a figure for a specific project will look like. And yeah, that's pretty much an easy way to sum it down for you guys. But before I show off these figures, I'm going to be adding text over them just so my figures don't get spread around for misinformation, you know. But anyways, let's show you guys the concepts I have. So let's start off with our favorite blue blur, Sonic the Hedgehog himself. Now when you look at Sonic, right now, you don't see many differences. Until you look at his shoes. I decided to add the soap shoes from Sonic Adventure 2, and here's my concept of how these could work for the movie. Basically, Tails creates this new invention that's kind of like an add-on gadget, strikingly similar to what we get in Sonic Prime. And once Sonic adds these gadgets on, he will have the accessibility to grind on rails. But besides the shoes, the only other difference is the secondary fur color, which is just a tad bit more tanner. Obviously, with every figure, there must be an accessory. So for Sonic, I would just be giving him a Chaos Emerald. And that's pretty much it for Sonic. Let's move on to the next one. Obviously, Sonic cannot go alone in any new journey without his buddy Tails to help him along the way. And there aren't many changes with Tails in this figure concept, except removing the kind of uncanny smile he has on the last figure. But other than that, there aren't many changes here. And I guess for his accessory, it'll also be another Chaos Emerald and a gadget. But I guess we'll just immediately move on to Knuckles. So with Knuckles here, you can notice one small little detail. His sombrero, or his hat to be specific. My idea for Knuckles here is that you can remove the sombrero off and have the original Knuckles look. But if you want the OVA look, just attach the hat back on and bam! There he is. For Knuckles, I have two accessories in mind. One of them being another Chaos Emerald, and the other is an interesting one. His second accessory should be the upgraded gloves you get in Sonic Adventure 2. But you're probably wondering how this could work for the figure. So just let me explain. You just connect the two pieces together on top of the glove. And once you do that, there you go. But that's pretty much it for Knuckles. So now, let's move on to the character you guys might recognize. Joining the Sonic Movie 3 cast, possibly, I'm not sure if they actually will join, is Amy Rose. Now, for Amy Rose, my idea was that her dress would be made out of a smooth fabric. And I made sure to change the shoes a bit up, just so they can have that realistic look, but still be strikingly similar to the games. And that's what I also did with her face. Made sure it was semi-realistic, but also stayed true to the games. And for her accessory, it'll be her iconic hammer and another Chaos Emerald. But that's pretty much it for Amy Rose. Let's move on to the guy you guys really want to see. We know this character will appear in Sonic Movie 3 because he appeared in the end credits of Sonic Movie 2. Yup, I'm talking about Shadow the Hedgehog himself. Now at first glance, you might not notice anything different, but I actually did make a few changes. For starters, I couldn't base this off the Sonic Movie 2 design simply because it was a remodel of the Supersonic design in Sonic Movie 2. So I made his quills a bit longer, I give him that more aggressive look that you'd often see on Knuckles, and I changed a few things about the gloves and the shoes. But other than that, I'm keeping Shadow true to the games while also taking that semi-realistic look. And for his accessory, I'll be giving him the iconic green Chaos Emerald. Next up on our list is Rouge. Now we're not very sure if Rouge will be in Sonic Movie 3, but if she does appear, here's a concept of what I think she'll look like as a figure. Now at first glance, you might not even notice anything different with her. That's because I genuinely think that her game design can actually work in live action. But it might need a few adjustments just to keep that PG rating, you know. But here's what I did with Rouge. I made her wings a tad bit smaller, I made her eyes a bit more bigger than they are originally, and I changed up the color schemes just a small little bit, you know. But other than that, Rouge is pretty much good to go. Her accessory will be another Chaos Emerald. And now here we are with the final figure concept being Eggman himself. Yeah, I'll be for real, this one isn't one of my bests. My idea for Eggman is that he would be a little bit more chunkier in this movie. I gave him the modern jacket that you'd often see in the games, and I also gave him the iconic blue sunglasses that you'd often see as well. But other than that, there aren't any other massive changes with Eggman here. And honestly, I don't know what to say about this guy. This guy isn't really one of my favorites that I made, so hopefully later on in the future I can change that up, you know? But that's pretty much it for today's video. If you guys want a part 2 of a few more characters in live action form, just comment down below. Anyways, take good care of yourselves and adios. By the way, happy Thanksgiving.